The G20 just finished, right? What is the G20 and what does it mean for like a normal South African, like a Saul, a Kanye, myself? Should we care about the G20?
Sure. It's a huge, huge thing. I mean, in a simple language, maybe I can try. If you are a soccer player, you want to play in the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Artist, is it MTV? What is it? The Grammy. You want to
The Grammys,
to,
yeah.
to,
win the Grammys.
To win
yeah.
the Grammy. Heavyweight. He wants to be a heavyweight champion.
Of
playing
the world.
in the best stage. Yeah. So the group of it's the G20 in more is called the group of 20 countries that arose out of the financial crisis. It commands 85% of the world's GDP.
Okay.
So this is where issues of trade are resolved, issues of financing. So it was aimed to resolve the global financial crisis as it arose at the time, because the world is interconnected. If there's a crisis of finance, global finance in the US, it can collapse the Johannesburg Stock Exchange or the financial system in South Africa. It can also, if there's a crisis in China, it's not just a Chinese crisis. It can also collapse the Japan Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange. So because of that, the countries then came together and said, how do we avert this crisis again from happening? How do we ensure that the global economy grows? How do we respond to issues of climate change, for example, where we are now, the world is really suffering from this thing of climate change. And Africa is the most affected when we less emit or contribute less to climate change. Then we used our platform of the G20 to respond to the challenges that are coming and arising out of the global economy, impacting the African continent. How do you respond to climate change as a continent? And also the global community supporting us, because the industrialization that is huge happening in the US, in China, and all that affect us more with the climate change in South Africa. So they need to contribute in Africa to enable us to respond to this through the financing. We only receive less than 5% of global financing for climate change. So the G20 has to say the world needs to assist the African continent to respond to climate change.